Hey there. Happy Monday, everybody. This is Beth Knaus from That's a Spade Copywriting Services. And this is our last Monday of September. Can you even believe that's happening to us? Um, I wanted to talk today a little bit about trends and how we can be tempted to hop onto trends, right? And doing what's popular. So, like things like social media, right? Like you see everybody who's making reels and TikToks and things like that. And because that seems to be what's happening. But before you take on a trend, there are a couple of things you have to consider. Is that, first of all, are you jumping in? I don't want to say too late, but like when the market's already flooded with so many people doing those things, right? Because sometimes, like for me, I tend to be a little bit of a contrarian and a respectful nonconformist. And I like to kind of sit back a second and be like, well, if I do this, what's it really doing for me? Am I doing it to belong and to be following all the cool kids? Or am I doing it because it's going to work for my business, right? So, are your target clients watching TikTok? A lot of it depends on where they live, their age, probably, gender. So you have to consider those things. It's the same thing with if you are if you are asking advice from or watching people that you consider to be mentors, right? Or experts that you follow and you want to be like them. And oftentimes I hear people say, well, so and so does this, or other people in my industry are doing this, or I really love to, watch this person and they're doing this. And again, it's the same set of questions, right? If they are sending out email newsletters every week, or if they are running, courses and workshops and have, 3 free lead generators and all of that sort of stuff, you have to ask yourself, is that suitable for your market, right? Is it suitable for the people who want to work with you? Do you have the bandwidth to then put that out there? Right? Because a lot of the times people who are maybe not necessarily ahead of us in the game, but people who are maybe growing a larger business, right? Or they've been doing it for a few years already, they might be scaling. They might be hiring 1 or 2 employees, or maybe they work with a handful of, contractors like a VA or a marketing expert or things like that, and they have people helping them. So that may not suit you either. But before you jump in, right, because it's definitely, I don't even like to use this word, but it's definitely a FOMO sort of effect. You have to go back to your business, you and who you are and how you operate, your values, and then the people you're trying to connect with, and ask yourself, does this suit me? Now, on the flip side, is it nice to be on the beginning end of a trend where you're one of the first people? Right? To be the first person who takes action, right? Or like I always like to say, I'll go first because somebody has to start the buffet line, right? So, if it's a situation like that, or when you're in a meeting or you're in a webinar or a class and the facilitator asks a question, somebody has to ask the first question, right? So rather than wait and watch what your peers are doing or what the people that you look up to are doing, or just in general what the public is doing, why not try something different? Because there had to be the first person who created a reel, or the first person who sent an email newsletter, or who wrote a blog, or who had a website. So sometimes, it can be scary to take a risk like that and be the first. But sometimes it's pretty awesome, especially if you put in the time and the intention and the research to get it done. So as you move forward in your content development and your marketing and your business promotion, make sure it's going to serve you and serve your business and serve your clients, either that you're working with or hope to work with in the future. So I hope that you'll think about that as you go through your week. This is your Monday Minute, and I will see you next Monday. Thanks.